In this video, I want to speak to you guys about the shekhinah. The shekhinah is said to dwell in the midst of Israel, to follow them into exile, and to participate in their suffering. Kabbalists identify shekhinah as a spouse or divine consort of the Blessed Holy One. She is the 10th Sephirah, therefore a part of God included within the 10 in one unity. But she is tragically exiled, distanced from her divine spouse. Sometimes she is seen to be either seduced or taken captive by the evil hosts of Sitra Ara. Then God and the righteous below must join forces in order to liberate her, the great drama of religious life, according to the Kabbalist, is that of protecting her from the forces of evil and joining her to the holy bridegroom, whoever awaits her. She is the moon dark on her own, but receiving and giving off the light of the sun. She is the sea into whom all waters flow, the earth longing to be fructified by the rain that falls from heaven. She is the heavenly Jerusalem, into whom the King will enter. She is throne. And this is from Isaiah 62. About Zion I will not be silent. About Jerusalem I will not grow weary, until her integrity shines out like the dawn, and her salvation flames like a torch. The nations then will see your integrity, all the kings your glory, and you will be called by a new name, one which the mouth of Yahweh will confer. You are to be a crown of splendor in the hand of Yahweh, a princely diadem in the hand of your God Yahweh. No longer are you to be named forsaken, nor your land abandoned, but you shall be called my delight, and your land the wedded. For Yahweh takes delight in you, and your land will have its wedding. Like a young man marrying a virgin, so will the one who built you wed you. And as the bridegroom rejoices in his bride, so will your God rejoice in you. On your walls, Jerusalem, I set watchmen day and night. They must never be silent. You who keep Yahweh mindful must take no rest till he has restored Jerusalem and made her the boast of the earth. Yahweh has sworn it by his right hand and by his mighty arm. Never again shall I give your corn to feed your enemies. Never again will foreigners drink your wine that you labored for. But those who gather the harvest will eat it and praise Yahweh. Those who gathered the grapes will drink of the sanctuary, pass through the gates, make a way for the people, bank up the highway, clear it of stones, hoist the signal for the peoples. This Yahweh proclaims to the ends of the earth. Say to the daughter of Zion, look, your Savior comes, the prize of his victory with him, his trophies before him. They shall be called the holy people, Yahweh's redeemed, and you shall be called the sought after, city not forsaken. She is also Knesset Israel, the embodied community or assembly. Israel, the 10th Sephirah, is a passive, receptive female with regard to the Sephirah above her, receiving their energies and being fulfilled by their presence within her. But she is a ruling source of life and font of all blessings for the worlds below, including the human soul. She may never be worshipped separately from the divine unity. This separation of shekhinah from the forces above was the terrible sin of Adam that brought about the exile from Eden. Yet it is only through her that humans have access to the mysteries beyond. All prayers channeled through her, seeking to energize her and raise her up in order to effect the Sephirat unity, the primary function of the religious life. with all its duties and obligations, is to rouse the shekhinah into a state of love. All realms outside the divine proceed from the shekhinah. She is surrounded most immediately by a richly pictorialized host. Sometimes these surrounded beings are seen as angels, at others they are maidens who attended the bride at her marriage canopy. They inhabit and rule over various described realms or palaces of light and joy. The Zohar devotes much attention to describing 7 palaces, which names include Palace of Love, Palace of Sapphire, Palace of Desire, and so forth. Like a rose among thorns, so is my beloved among maidens. Who is a rose? Assembly of Israel. For there is a rose, and then there is a rose. Just as there is a rose among thorns, is colored red and white, so Assembly of Israel includes judgment and compassion. Just as a rose has 13 petals, so Assembly of Israel has 13 qualities of compassion surrounding her on every side. From the moment God is mentioned, it generates 13 words to surround Assembly of Israel and protect her. Then it is mentioned again. Why again? To produce 5 sturdy leaves surrounding the rose. These 5 are called salvation. They are the 5 gates. Concerning this mystery, it is written, I raise the cup of salvation in Psalm 116. This is the cup of blessing which should rest on 5 fingers. This rose is the cup of blessings.